You ought to be with the one you love. They say the night time is the right time.
Christmas is here to stay.
Soca is an evolution from Calypso. It evolved from Calypso, and it's rap, so whatever it is, it came from Calypso. Calypso was the fundamental concept. So it moved on, like Sparrow, and it moved on to other guys like whoever it was. But at my time was Sparrow and other guys like that. But now it moved on to soca, and it went into other areas, you know. But they are all black music, is all music. So is reggae. They say it was born in Jamaica. I don't know how true it is. You know, it could be born in Trinidad too, because there are guys from Trinidad that have contributed to reggae in Jamaica, like Lynn Tate and those guys. You know that reggae line, you know that kind of line? That was a guy they called Lynn Tate that did all that stuff. Lord Bryner also contributed to reggae in Jamaica. A lot of people don't know that. The jazz is born because they don't have an open mind. They just listen abruptly and make a decision. They don't even know what jazz is. Who says jazz is? They don't know what jazz is. Do you know what they mean at jazz? If you don't understand fundamentals of music, how would you understand jazz? If you don't understand what blues is, if you don't understand what a Negro spiritual is, if you don't understand what a Negro spiritual is, you know, coming for to carry me home, you don't know what that is? You think you would understand jazz? You don't know, man, I don't even want to go there. You know, you have to have that hurt. I come from that area, from that Negro spirituals and that church music to come up there, because gospel music came before jazz. Negro spirituals came before jazz. Wade in the water, wade in the da. All that stuff came to create jazz. So if you don't understand that, how could you understand jazz? How could one play jazz if you don't understand blues and gospel music? You can't jump from one to the other like that. You have to, it's understanding. It's an art form. It's an art form. Blends with a lot of stuff that was created. Satchmo created jazz from New Orleans. First of all, you know what Grenadians need to do? To aspire to achieve the goal musically? Lots of things. You have to start, but first of all, I'll give you a little scenario about the police band after this. Now, if you go to any community college here, they don't have a music program. They have a university here called, university here is SGU. They don't have a music program. They have all kind of programs here. They don't even have a music program at associate degree level, which might be 3 years. Not even at associate degree level. Jamaica have about 4 schools of music. Jamaica. A lot of people think Jamaica is only reggae and calypso. Jamaica has the most fantastic musicians in the Caribbean. You could think about it. I've met them all, and I could tell you that I'm a victim of the circumstance. Now, if Grenada wants to be successful musically, first of all, they have to think of sending the people on scholarships, give them scholarships, train them well. If you go to I go to the Grenada police band and I see nonsense happening. Preferences. If a cat want to do play well, they're transferring him to another barracks here, and just ego taking place because I have power. Musically, that don't happen. If you're a true musician, you would understand a true musician. It's camaraderie. Not because I think you will get better than me, I go transfer you down in somewhere else. Grenada would not get through with that, and we have to get good critique and not getting upset and not put the music in politics. We're out of it. You can't have music with politics. And I've told the commissioner before, because I know him very well, we cannot have politics in music. It can't happen. Because it might have 10 fellas playing in the music band here, and 3 fellas want to say, well, you know something, man, let's all join together and say, this is not going well. But all I have to say, oh, boy, I ain't going there, afraid I lose my job. It can't happen that way. We have to camaraderie and do it. Music here would not happen. Too much nonsense. Who better than who, and all that kind of nonsense. That it can't happen. Listen, I play in America all the time. And a guy would come up to me and say, man, he said, King, man. He said, you know something? I love your playing. When I speak, I may have an accent, but when I play, I don't have one. Here, it's going to take them a while here because it's got too much ups and downs, and who better than who, and who a better job than who, and who paid better than who, and all that kind of, and who transfer who. This can't happen in Grenada, too much red tape. This is one of the reasons why you wouldn't see me here playing. Look, I was speaking to a friend of mine here from St. David's that plays guitar, and he's telling me, man, why you don't come to the basket and jam? I say, he said, yeah, man, we jam here every Thursday, Friday. I said, yeah. I said, that's nice. He said, when you come and jam? I said, well, do they pay? He said, no. I said, well, I make this up. I do this for a living. I do this for a living. You expect to come and jam in your place? For what? I do this for a living. I make a living doing this for the past 38 years. Respect me. Respect the time that I've spent in this. Respect what I could offer you with my contribution I could make to you as an advisor, or somebody that could give you some ideas of what to do, because I've been there and done that. I've met some of the best in the world. They don't care about that. They'd snub me. They'd snub me here. So you know something, when I come, I stay in St. David's and I hang around my family, and I go in town sometimes because they don't respect me. And I don't care if they don't respect me. If I was in Trinidad or Jamaica or Antigua, my house would be packed every day with musicians. And I could guarantee. Come here, they don't care. I don't want your job. I'm just here to help you if you ask, but I'm not going to ask you for help. And I'm going to tell you what you want neither. I'm not angry, I'm just telling you I'm very disappointed. Musically, because Grenada is going backward musically. We don't have a music store here. We don't have a music store. St. Vincent is way ahead. Concessions, forget about concessions. We have to beg for concessions. I passed with a bass on my back the last time. The guy the custom officer gave me a hard time. What? I'm from Grenada, man. I do this for a living. They discourage you before you start. That's not where it's at, man. I hope sincerely that this would change. And the government, or who is the Minister of Education and Culture, would take a look at it, because I think Grenadians don't really like culture. They don't pay enough time with culture. Listen, culture makes the world. A culture makes a country. If Grenada is burnt down tomorrow, what do you think they'd look for to see how Grenadians lived? Art. When the Arabs and Caribs left here, what do you think we looked for? The parks, the little axes, and to see how they lived. When Sparrow was inaugurated, Grenadians did not inaugurate him, Jamaicans did. Although they have the university of it, that's so they can't select the university is. But Grenada could have honored him too. Yeah, that's where he's from. But Trinidad honored all the people. So is St. Vincent, so is Antigua. Grenadians have not done that yet. And I could tell you musicians here that have passed. Chateau deserved a state funeral. Most of the musicians that have played with Chateau all came from the police band in Grenada. Which includes Hurst, father. And I could name them. The guy never had a state funeral for his contribution. Michael Lorenny, a lot of people don't know who he is. Who care about that? I could call names, but it's unnecessary. These are the names that are supposed to be in the archives, and the kids are supposed to read about these people because they're role models. They did a lot for Grenadians musically. What advice is the culture? Change whoever is there and train them. Well, listen. It's not about the artists that promote themselves. I'm going to tell you something. The power of music. Music is the voice of God. Music will tell you stories that no one believes or no one hears but you. You're the only one that could listen to music and stay the story that music is telling you. I might have a different story. I might have a different color that the music is giving me. Now, if an artist here don't promote himself because there ain't no music companies here, there ain't no record labels here, there ain't no management here, there ain't no agencies here, so he's forced to promote himself. Now, if he's that good, he might get a record company from Trinidad or so to sponsor him at St. Vincent. But he had to find a way. They don't have the facility here. Listen, they don't even pay for records that have been playing on the air here. Free. My record's been playing here for the past 30 years. I never get a penny. They're not organized enough to make a union. So where are they going? Listen, the last time Gittins told me that this guy he had a commercial with Calypso got sold for about 6 months. I can't sue him. I ain't get a penny out of it. I can't even approach the guy. Because what am I going to tell him? Grenada is going backwards musically. So the average artist that want to aspire to achieve musically, he got to get out of here. Look, my friend Ajamo. Why do you think he don't want to come back here? I don't want to know better Calypsonians. No, if he had things that people respected him and he want to help, he'll be back here. He's in West Virginia now. That's sad. Music starts from an early age. So in other words, you have to be pliable, you could be bent. You have to start from the primary schools. If you don't have a piano in your home, nothing like that, you have to start from the schools. Because sometimes the kid's mother don't have a the piano in the house. They might have talent and stuff like that. Bring it into primary school. Have a piano in the primary school where have a program at least once a week where people could come around and teach them, maybe twice a week for an hour. It's like recess. You recess for 40 minutes, you have that hour for music. Whether it's theoretical or whether it's practical. You have that hour for music. 3 days a week, not 1 day, 3 days a week. So you could tell where that kid have any kind of a musical aptitude. So you could bring him to the other level. Now when that kid leaves primary, you could go to post-secondary and elevate the music because secondary is a different, you bring the music higher. But you can't let them come from there and let them start at age 20. You know, no. You can't go to the world like that, you're in trouble. For practicing musicians, be focused. Know what you want to do. Just don't do one thing. Have a plan. If you want to do scales, you want to do tunes, and don't do one set of tunes. Have a variety. Sequence music, that's not musicianship. That's all I would say. And anybody that have sequence music, I have totally no respect for them. Now I could see from sequencing a line, one sequence in a line that goes like ostinato, run. But not for somebody sequencing bass lines and sequencing. That's definitely a no-no. And I'm totally against the electric drums or the electronic drums. If for recording it'd be great, but not live, man. People come to see and hear live music. That's what touches people, is the energy of the music. The energy. Listen, when you have sequence stuff, you have no dynamics. You have to play a certain way all the time, like a robot. How could you? How could you? I mean, I could see you practice doing a metronome is different. We get a metronome. No, man. The live music is where it's at, because when you play live, man, the spirit comes from me to you, to you, to you, and it makes one. And when that crew comes together, then you feel that spirit, and it comes from me and it goes to you. That electronic drum can't create that spirit. You don't have any spirit. So you're beating your own self. Grenada had some festivals before, but like with Preston Hollis and people like that, but they get carried away. Funds get carried away, who misplace money and all kind of nonsense. I'm out of that. I mean, they never asked me anything. Then up to this day, they have never asked me. Actually, no. Benoit is the only person that have asked me to book a band. I know lots of people. They have never asked me. So when they get other people to book these bands, they get ripped. So in other words, bands that cost maybe about $30,000, they say it's 60. So they get ripped. So they have to get somebody that they respect, that's credible. That's credible, that did it before, and is credible and got a reputation. St. Lucia got it. St. Lucia been doing it successfully close to 20 years. You hear me? There's a guy in Tobago, his name is Ezra James. They've been doing that for ages. They had Elton up there, then everybody up there. These are Ainsworth Muhammad. Cats like that they have to get in touch with. Not these little entrepreneurs around here that knows nothing. And a lot of them, I'm not going to call any names. They got to go to the source. I'm saying St. Lucia again. Boo Hinkson, one of my best friends is a guitar player. He plays at the St. Lucia Festival every single year with George Benson, whoever it is the guitar players are. One of the greatest guitar players in the world, the greatest musicians in the world. Because St. Lucia wants to show him off as a homeboy that have that great talent. So they want to push him for the other talents to see him so he could move off to the world. Grenada don't do that. I remembered the first time I played in Grenada, the second time they had the festival, the guy said, I can tell you who said that. Peter Raddick said, he played here before, we don't want him here anymore. I'm telling you. I had to tell you that, man, I tell you the truth. Listen, man, I'm from Grenada. Ain't no jazz player, ain't no musician in Grenada have met my heights ever in life. And ever will. And you're going to tell me that you're going to refuse me from playing with all these international artists? No, man. Who are you to say that? Because you don't get a chance? You can't get a chance because you're not ready for that chance. So give the people who are ready and be proud of them. He's one of us. St. Lucia is still doing it. With Boo Hinkson, after 20 years. Boo Hinkson is right there with George Benson, all those cats. Ronnie Jordan, all those guys. But Grenada, they don't want their own to do it. They say, okay, let's get somebody else, let's get somebody else. What you have best, show them off. Show them off to the world. We are proud that we have you. You're as good as any one of them in the world. But they don't want to do that, you know why? Because of whatever reason. This would give me a sour mouth about my whole musicians. They ain't going to honor no respect. You know why they ain't going to honor respect? They have no guts. If you don't have no guts, you have no glory. They have to go out there and play with people who are better than them. And when people that are better than them clear way around them. They have to learn to respect them and acknowledge them and compliment them. You heard what I just said? And have respect for what they don't know. And be humble enough to ask what you don't know. Ask questions. That's the problem. Instead of thinking that they're up here because of the status of the job, it ain't gonna happen. Private music schools? Let me ask you again. Private music schools. It's not every kid that could go to a private music school. It's not every kid that could go to a private school. That's why I said it have to start from the primary, where it's free. Music in Grenada is gonna get worse in the next 10 years if we don't start now to get the right people to bring us there. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse before we get better though, but it's gonna get worse. I'd love to help, but they never asked. You heard me? I was given an award years ago by Preston Hollis. It's a guy they call Gerard Mark, who was a very good guitar player from St. David's. He died and I got the Gerard Mark Music Award for musical contributions. That was in 2000. I've never got an award from Grenada, but I got a lot of awards from Toronto. I get Best Keyboard Player in 1982. I get Best Keyboard Player in 1989. So I've been honored from my school, from the Grenada Association. I got lots of awards, but never from Grenada. But it's okay. I live here, I love it. But I don't really care if they give me an award or not, because that's not what I'm after. And I feel great about myself and what I've achieved, and the sky's the limit for me. I thrive at being good and not great, because great and good is two different things. I thrive at getting better. And being good, I could always get better. I have an open mind. Well, I'm very thankful that Lou Smith plays my stuff. Lou got taste. Lou got taste. Lou know what's good, and Lou got great choices. And you know something, I'm very thankful for that. The other people, I don't know what they do or whatever it is, but Lou, thank you very much. That's all I would say. Because if nobody else is playing that, you playing it, more power to you. Thank you very much. That's all I would say. They don't know what they're missing. Like I said before, I am here to help. I love Grenada. I have never deleted Grenada in my life. I have promoted Grenada everywhere I've played in my life. I've promoted Grenada. I'm always saying I am Grenadian first and foremost. People think I'm French because of my last name, but I am Grenadian. And I'd love to help the kids in Grenada. I've helped a lot of people in St. David's, which includes my family. Evans, but you know something? Nobody have ever asked me anything for help or for musical help in Grenada. Nobody. In other words, they'd stay away from me. They'd snub me. Use me. I'm here to help, not to destroy. But I'm here to tell it like it is. I will tell you like it is, because I have nothing to hide. The truth would set us free. I'm a musician first and foremost, and from my heart, I give my energy without nothing in return. And I'll do the same for my people. But if they want to be ignorant enough and not to ask, I'm not going to go and tell them what they want. I am not selfish, but I stay away from them and give it to whoever wants it. The musicians, keep playing. Have a goal. Have a goal. Practice with a goal. And don't practice and think you're the best in Grenada. The best in Grenada don't matter. That's all I'd say. The best in Grenada don't matter. Thanks for having me. It's an honor. God's blessings. You got my blessings, not my sins.